everyone, how is it going? Welcome back to my channel, and yes, for all my new subscribers, I am Natalia Suri and this is my channel. Now, if you have seen my previous videos, you will know that one country in the world which I really love from the various countries I have traveled to is Japan. Now, why? Because I have always said that I love that country for the public loos. You sit in the public loo and that wonderful music playing in the background is really what I miss here. But Japan is special for another reason. It's a very unique country. Now I'm going to tell you something very different about Japan, so be prepared. You're going to love today's video. So what is it? There is a place in Japan which does not have children. You are shocked. I can see it on your face and I can read it. The surprise lines which are there on your forehead. How can a town be without children? But yes, there's a town in Japan which does not have children. So you must be wondering that it will be a very sad place. But no, it is not a sad place. It's in fact a very unique place. And how is it unique is something what I'm going to tell you. In this small village in the mountains of Japan named Nagoro, 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 has no children for the last 18 years. Just about 24 adults live in this village. The last elementary school closed in 2012, which really does not seem very far away, but just imagine a school closing down because the town does not have children. But then one bright autumn Sunday morning, Tsukimi Ayano brought the school back to life. Now how did she do it is something very interesting. And she did it with dolls rather than human beings. So you must be wondering, how can she bring the school back to life with dolls? So Miss Ayano made 40 handmade dolls in a lifelike tableau on the grounds of the shuttered school, recreating a school sports day. She even posed child-sized dolls in a foot race. Miss Ayano, who was born in the village of Nagoro, had never seen children here. So she used to put an annual doll festival for the last 7 years. So if you go to Japan, you can still go and see the doll festival which she puts in, because she never saw children, so she substituted those children with dolls. Do you know Japan's population is aging and shrinking, and the low birth rate is due to the dwindling employment opportunities. An inconvenient lifestyle, as Mrs. Ayano said. The village had a medical clinic, a gambling den, a diner. Now it does not even have a shop. There are no chances for young people to come back to the village because they can't make a living in that village of Nagoro. Is it not interesting that there were dolls all around? The dolls were made of wood, wire frames, stuffed with newspapers and dressed in old clothes donated from people across Japan, depicting scenes of real people who once populated the village. Like an old lady sitting on a wheelchair, construction workers smoking, a father and a son playing are scenes which are depicted through these dolls. In the school also, Miss Ayano had a playful touch, a teacher sitting in the class and giving her lecture to the students. But the difference was everything here were not humans but dolls sitting and listening. Do you know Ayano's father, a 90-year-old, is the oldest man of the village, and most of the residents are above 65. Miss Ayano was the eldest of the 4 siblings. Most of the youngsters left the village for higher education and never returned. So slowly with time, the village just had a handful of people left. Now, because of the dolls, this small sleepy village with no children became famous. A nurse from France called Fanny Raymond, a 38-year-old woman, travels through Japan on her motorbike along with her husband, Chris. They especially came to see the dolls. Miss Ayano gives occasional doll making lessons also today. She takes custom orders from people all around Japan. When a doctor whose wife had passed away due to cancer asked her to make 2 replicas of his spouse, one to keep in his bedroom and another one in his living room. Do you know, Miss Ayano keeps a doll modeled after her grandmother in the passenger seat of her car. She says, "I never feel lonely because I feel my grandmother is always with me." On the annual festival, a few children showed up from the nearby towns who were visiting their grandparents in the village after years. It was sad. Nagoro village soon became famous for dolls rather than people and children and human beings. As it was truly said by one of the oldest ladies of the village, if these were real humans taking in the festivities, this would be a truly happy place. So friends, isn't it interesting? In Japan, the population is dwindling to an extent that people have to substitute human beings with dolls. What do you think about today's video? Do let me know. And yes, I'll be waiting for your views and comments. Do share your views and comments as usual. And yes, do take care of yourself. That is the most important thing. Keep smiling. You look beautiful. Take care. Bye.